My name is Jermaine Cole Jr. I am 19 years old, I am a college student, and I am pissed off. We have to take time out of our day to come to this Capitol to meet with adults who are acting like children. Adults who should be representing us at the Capitol, but are more worried about NRA money and special interests. Well, let me tell you something. We're tired of being tired. Are we tired of being tired? I'm tired of going to memorials and vigils and funerals for people who died to gun violence because of the inaction of these people in the state capitol. Enough is enough. Come on, enough is enough. 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 So we're no longer going to sit here and ask and hope and plead and beg them. We are now demanding. Give us gun violence prevention laws now, or we will show up until we cannot walk anymore. Once we are done here, let's flood that rotunda full of students who are pissed off and ready for change. They think that they have power now. They think that they're very powerful sitting in those seats representing people. But let me tell you something. This is power. We have power. And until they give us what we're asking for, we're not going anywhere. So I end with this. Show up, make your voice heard, and give them hell. Whose house? Whose house? Whose house? Whose house? Thank you all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
A decade-long community leader and public policy advocate who ran for state office in District 49 last year. Thank you for being here today.
Y'all hear me okay? Antes que nada quiero decirle a la familia de Jocelyn Correa Escalante y a sus amigos y a su comunidad que vamos a seguir luchando juntos para que veamos acción. I want to be very clear that all kinds of hate are rooted in hate-fueled rhetoric. And it has no place in our schools, in our community, or anywhere in our society. The tragedy that happened at Antioch High School was not a tragedy that was one-off. It did not happen in a silo, but it is a result of a coordinated, calculated campaign rooted in hate, fear, and division that we see trickling down from the Oval Office into our state capitol and into our school cafeterias. As we know, they're getting ready to start the special session, and the governor and the Republican Party have made it crystal clear what their legislative priorities are. Are they going to be doing anything about the guns? No, they'd rather take our public tax dollars away from our public schools. Are they going to be doing anything about the guns? No.
They don't give a crap.
That's exactly right. They'd rather be holding hurricane victims' disaster relief hostage. Are they going to be doing anything about the guns? No, because they'd rather attack our immigrant and refugee neighbors. That's exactly right. And now, more than ever, it is crystal clear that our fight is an interconnected one. We know that an attack against one of us is an attack against all of us. And
continue to show up for the long term to build the collective power and real lasting change that demands sustained organizing year after year, election cycle after election cycle, legislative session after legislative session, and every single day in between, even when the cameras are not on. Right now, out there today, in this group, there is a younger version of myself who deserves to live with a sense of belonging. Right. Who deserves to live free from all acts of violence and all acts of hate. Who deserves to live free from the fear of deportation and family separation, who I and all of us have a great responsibility to. And we know that we are going to face several obstacles to try to keep us from progress. But when we invest in community, when we invest in each other, when we show up authentically for one another day after day, we never lose. And let today serve as a reminder that no matter how hard they try to take us down, we can say with confidence that we will continue to rise up and we will continue to fight for the multiracial, multi-generational future that we all deserve, because we all deserve to live free from the fear of gun violence. And we all deserve to live and go to school safely and freely in our communities. That's right. And we know that when we organize, we win. When we organize, And lastly, I want to send a message loud and clear that ICE is not welcome in our communities.
Now please welcome Emmy Wolf-Dubin. Emmy is a journalist, student.
We watch on repeat. The world looks down on us and sends their thoughts and prayers and best wishes as we move through a perilous and deadly system. We, the students, have lived this reality because we sit in those classrooms and live through those horrors. We carry bulletproof plates in our backpacks because the extra weight is worth the mitigated risks. We conduct drills like an AR-15 could kill 10 of us with a 3-second mistake. And all the while, our legislators sit in their comfortable chairs in that building right there and look down on us with a little smile. Come on. In just 2 years, Nashville has experienced 2 school shootings. We deserve better, and we are asking our legislators today to do better. The lockdown
Come on.
Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Governor Lee has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Governor Lee has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Governor Lee has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Governor Lee has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Governor Lee has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Governor Lee has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Governor Lee has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho!
Yep. Come on.
Buenas tardes. Estamos representando la familia Corea Escalante. Dios de ella, que en paz descansen. Y gracias a todos por el apoyo. Y ahora es cuando tenemos que alzar la voz. Ahora es cuando tenemos que levantarlos y demostrar que somos un pueblo unido, que somos unidos todos. Así que gracias a todos y alcemos la voz, pidamos justicia. Nosotros pedimos justicia por Jocelyn Escalante.
Dígalo.
He says that we are united together. And we're going to keep fighting for justice for Jocelyn. He wants to let everybody know that he doesn't want to see any more guns in schools, so this does not happen to any other student. As parents, we do not want to see another child die.
Gracias por sus palabras. Estamos con usted en esto.
Our next speaker is Sarah Shoup Newman. Ms. Newman is a Covenant mother who became involved in activism following the mass shooting at Nashville's Covenant School less than 2 years ago. Thank you, Ms. Newman. stand united with you. I'm so sorry that we failed you. The Holocaust was more than 80 years ago, but here we are in Nashville. Here we are in Nashville, where a young boy was fueled by hate. Adults in this country are putting us against each other and labeling people that are black and brown and look different than us as the enemy. And this is the result. It's time to stop. It's time to stand up. I know it seems helpless. I know we can't change our legislature's makeup quickly. We will, and we will continue to get people out to vote, but there are things we can do now, and it starts with all of us. The hate has to stop. We have to stand together. We have to love our neighbors, all of our neighbors. We have to show up the same for each and every community. The same outpouring of love that Covenant got better be exactly the same outpouring of love that Antioch. Those teachers are back in that building today. We had weeks to prepare, therapists to walk us through, and they are back in there today. And I can tell you whose decision that is. It's our leader of school choice. What are we doing to our kids that we're going to shove them back in that building tomorrow? They deserve better. We as a community have to rally around them and support them. They need us now more than ever. We have got to stop the division. We've got to stop the hate. Talk to your legislators, Republicans, Democrats, whoever it is. We cannot keep doing this, you all. We have to demand better. We have to demand better. And until they see us stand up the same for each and every child slaughtered by a gun, it's never going to change. We need the same outpouring of love every single time for each and every baby. This is somebody's baby who is lost. This is not a statistic. We've got to continue showing up and showing out. We stand with you. We are here for everything the Antioch community needs.
Do better! Governor Lee, 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 do better! Do better!
Okay, guys, our next speaker is my fellow organizer and Hume Bug Senior, Elliot Watson. He's worked with me to make this rally a reality. Let's hear it for Elliot.
Thank you! Shout out with you, Elliot!
First, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you. Let's do it one more time. And I want to say thank you to every elected official. And I want to say thank you to every single one of you that showed up. Because the truth is, we shouldn't have to. We shouldn't live in a world where it takes the hundreds of us to show up here to start a conversation about basic safety. Because guess what? The people on Capitol Hill aren't the ones who are at risk of a school shooting. Come on. It's us. And here's the thing. You can't outfit every school in the state with the scanners and the state troopers that they have up there. Yep. But you know what they could do? They could make every single school in this state 1,000,000 times safer. Yep. With a flick of a pen, Governor Lee could do this. Yep. 21 out of 50 states, a majority of the U.S. has red flag laws. They take the guns out of the hands of the people who we know shouldn't have them, of the people who make threats to schools. Yeah. But guess what? Just last year, Governor Lee signed a bill banning states and cities and counties from putting red flag laws into place. And you know what's worse? 2 years ago, he said he supported it. They banned stopping school shootings. And nobody with the power to make the change up on Capitol Hill is going to listen to us unless we show them every day and every election day from now to the day a red flag law, the red flag bill is signed, how we feel. Thank you all.
Right now, Representative Powell's in there speaking for us, making sure they hear us and recognizing this group as a whole. So do they hear you right now? Because he's speaking for you, making sure they hear you, making sure they're listening. So let me hear some chants. Kids not guns! 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 Our house! Our house! Our house! Our house! Whose house? Our house! Whose house? Our house! One more time, what do they have on their hands? No peace! No peace! Blood on your hands! 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 Blood!
Okay, guys, we have another speaker. Please welcome Allison Beal, a former teacher who knows the importance of fighting for our schools and who ran for State House in District 45 last year. Welcome.
I bought my preschool daughter a bulletproof backpack following the Covenant shooting, and it's so screwed up that we live in a state and country where we even have to think about that, that I ran for office in District 45. And we did not get the results that we want in November on a state or national level, but we are still here. So thank y'all so much for showing up today. You'll hear from one of my students, Aldane, about the loss of his brother. His mom is now a state representative, but I also think a lot, yeah, you can cheer for that. I think a lot about my student, Aaliyah Ortiz, who, much like Jocelyn, was 16 years old when he was shot and killed. I remember seeing his lifeless body in his casket is one of the clearest memories that I have. I can still hear his mother screaming while draped over his body for one last time. And again, they had to save up money to send his body back to Guatemala as well. That to me is just such a sobering reminder of the sacrifices that people make to come here for a better life for their families, because this is supposed to be the land of the free. But the freedom to go to school without getting shot is not one that we have. The freedom to exist without fear of gun violence is not one that we have. And that is a choice that our legislators, like Monty Fritz, like Todd Warner, who walked right through this rally a little while ago, make every single day. Yeah, same. They offer their thoughts and prayers like it's sufficient for these families and communities who are torn apart when gun violence is a policy choice.
Yep.
Our legislators choose to let our kids be traumatized as a lockdown generation. They choose to sacrifice our kids, and pretend that there's nothing they can do when gun violence is the #1 killer of children in our country. They glorify hate speech and they celebrate those who make a living spewing it, and it results in death. They are so far gone that they will look into the eyes of people who have lost children, who have lost loved ones, and offer their sympathies knowing full well that they will never choose children. They will never choose life, and they will always choose the gun lobby's blood money. But if there is one thing that our corrupt elected officials are afraid of, it is people power.
Yes.
Look at all the ways they try to silence us, try to silence the representatives who advocate for us. Look at the bullshit rules that my opponent, Johnny Garrett, presents every year with new ways to stifle our voices in our house. We have to keep fighting. Organizing works, protesting works, showing up in numbers like this works. It puts the pressure on, and we have to fight like our lives depend on it, because they do, and we cannot lose one more person. Thank you.
No thoughts, no prayers. No thoughts.
Next, we're going to have Aldane Brooks, the son of Shondell Brooks.
Hello everyone, my name is Aldane Brooks and I will be speaking on my mother's behalf, Representative Brooks. I see you. I feel your pain. We're hurting as a community, as gun violence is all too common. We need change. Gun violence is too common. We need change. This issue is deeply personal. I started showing up to the Capitol just like you, and I ultimately decided to run for office. And I'm now a state legislator because I cared so deeply about this state and the issue. I see leaders out here, and with that same fire to create change in Tennessee, keep showing up and being engaged. And when the time comes, run for office or work on a campaign. If all of us are representatives for our staffers in the building, we know change will come. We all have a role to play in the movement to end gun violence, and I am so honored to be in the fight alongside all of you. Thank you for showing up and keep the fire for change burning. Now I have my own. First, let's take a moment of silence for Jocelyn and those we lost to gun violence. Thank you. The time for change is now. As we stand together, we fight for our future and for our lives. The epidemic of gun violence shouldn't be a worry, but sadly, it is. Our strength and perseverance will get us through these hard times. Let's keep fighting as one. I leave off with a saying by my late brother, Aquila da Silva, who was killed in the Antioch mass shooting, April 22nd, 2018. Forget about making a hashtag. Let's throw all the guns in the trash bag.
Yeah!
It is important to remember why we are gathering today. Jocelyn Correa Escalante was a light in her community, and our final speaker is one of her peers. Antioch High School freshman Rafi Niazzi has proven himself to be an incredibly courageous individual, and we applaud his willingness to speak out. Let's hear it for Rafi.
I just want to say thank you everyone for coming out and showing support. And I was chosen to be here today as a student representative for Antioch High School after the devastating event this past Wednesday. I just want to start off by saying that the tragic event that happened should have never happened.
That's right.
My heart goes out to Jocelyn and her family, as well as anyone else who was involved in this tragic situation. Today, I will not only be speaking up for myself, but for the countless others in not only my school, but all of Metro Nashville Public Schools. Us students believe that this recent tragedy was 100% preventable if our legislators had passed laws to prevent gun violence sooner, and that if our school system had taken the proper precautions before this happened. In an interview with the superintendent of Metro Nashville Public Schools, she was asked the question, why don't Metro schools all have metal detectors in their school entrances, or at least in all the high schools? Her exact response was, we've been talking for decades around increasing and enhancing the safety and security of our school buildings, and so this is not a new conversation. She also claimed that Metro Nashville Public Schools have been historically safe, but never mentioned the part of how many of our schools actually receive gun threats. I can personally tell everyone here a time when my school had gotten a gun threat, and the most the school ever did was bring in one metal detector that they removed after a few days, which was really, truly devastating. Not only that, there has been multiple times when weapons have been found at our schools. In 2023, a student at Cambridge High School was charged for carrying a weapon onto school property and attempting to injure another student.
That's right.
Just recently, a student at Antioch High School was charged for having a handgun in their backpack. And just the other day, 6 students were arrested on suspicion of making threats to shoot up Metro Nashville Public Schools. These are just some of the many incidents that have happened in our school, and time after time, nothing was done to make our school safer. Why is it that metal detector was just installed into Antioch High School after 2 were killed and 2 were injured? And even then, why is it only my school? Why can't all these schools have metal detectors put into them after this tragic event? After these devastating events at Antioch High School, it just shows that another incident could happen at any time, any school. All this to say that Metro Nashville Public Schools needs to actually take precautions to prevent tragedies like this from happening again, and our legislators need to start passing laws to make gun violence more preventable. We as the people need to hold these people accountable to make a better change for everyone. This rally was brought together to achieve these goals, and so I hope that this message will not only reach the school district, but as well as our legislators in any other areas that are facing this issue. We hope that we can come together to create a better future for all of Tennessee and all of America. Thank you.
That's right!
Real quick, I want to invite any of you, if you're from Antioch High School, please come up here.
Yeah.
That's right!
You're cowards! You've been cowards! Let's go. You don't protect our rights! No guns! No ICE! 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 No guns!
I just got word from folks inside the gallery. They say they can hear us all the way from in the State House. Who's house? Whose house? Whose house? Whose house? Whose house? Whose house? Whose house?
Hello, my name is Candace, and I was there when I saw him shoot himself. I was there when everyone was running out of the school, like the lunchroom and everything. I saw everything. Everything, it was insane. No one else around. It was me and my friend, and we were stuck in a corner. We were piled on by multiple people. It was insane to fathom because we had nowhere else to go. We had no one to lean on but ourselves. We had nothing to protect ourselves. And what do? We run because we're not safe.
when we ourselves can't even protect ourselves. So what happens next? What is next? There is nothing to be done. The thing that happened to us happened to at elementary school. So then what are we, growing adults, growing young adults, are we supposed to do if we are that vulnerable? So please, I am just asking you, whatever support that you have, please give it. Do everything you can on social media to make this go out as much as possible. This is insane. Wishing that we have somewhere to go.
Yes.
All right.
Not one more. 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 Not one more.
We have another speaker. Good job, baby. Good job.
My name is Balo Dejo. I'm a 12th grade student at Antioch High School. Unfortunately, this isn't my first time at the Capitol Hill or the Rotunda. Along the years, never would I have ever expected to be here for a third time. But here we are. For the years, I've done nothing but try to prevent such a thing from happening to me and those dear to me. Once again, on January 22nd, 2025, an unruly gunman entered another school with an illegal firearm. Not only was it just another school, it was my school, my safe space. To those in charge of keeping my safe space safe, I do not forgive you. Dr. Adrian Battle, Speaker Cameron Sexton, Governor Bill Lee, Lady Dan, Donald Trump, we do not forgive you. We do not accept your condolences due to the simple fact that you never gave any. The ability to stay silent and not address the tragedy that you have caused is an unjust example of privilege that you hide behind. We will not allow you to hide your hands after you throw the rocks in hopes that it blows over. We are here to let you know that we cannot go on without knowing for certain there will be change. There must be change.
Talk to him.
We are demanding change. The Covenant School shooting was enough sorrow for us as a community. And for that, you gave us a pat on the back in a meeting and hoped that everything would go back to normal. And it isn't. Here we are, begging, once again, for stricter gun laws. Begging for gun reform. Begging for a response. Begging for justice. Begging for change.
Tell them.
To the people hiding underneath the lunch lines in the cafeteria, to the lunch staff, to the people hiding in the bathrooms, to the people in the classrooms who didn't know if they were next, to the teachers, to the people in surrounding schools who had to go on lockdown. I am sorry. I'm so sorry that our government has failed you. And they're so entangled with deportation in our streets and the banishing of dancing apps that they aren't able to acknowledge what we lost.
Come on, sister.
Immigrants are not the problem. Guns are.
Come on.
An innocent life was lost. Rest in peace to Jocelyn Correa Escalante. Bless her sweet soul. Rest in peace to the Covenant School shooting victims and many more. Thank you all.
Thank you.
school for the rest of the 4 months in fear. We want to graduate. We want to live our lives. Jocelyn won't get to do that. She won't get to do that. She won't graduate. Her family will not see her live. It's not fair. It's their fault. It's their fault.
Listen here, Antioch. Into Nashville. Hello, world. On January 22nd, 2025, Antioch High School lost a beautiful life. May we take a moment to pay respect and honor the life of Jocelyn Escalante. As many of you are aware, this isn't the first time that we've dealt with this. 3 kids and teachers, 3 years ago. The Covenant School. We must talk about that. So when will it stop? Why has it took so long to regulate these gun laws? ICE would rather separate families.
And let's hear from them. They're still up here trying to speak to you. So let's circle back. Thank you all.
The GOP has got to go.
Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The GOP has got to go. Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The GOP has got to go. Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The GOP has got to go.
ICE. ICE. Would rather separate families than to offer the world better security and protection from America. Our students, our children, our youth, they're in danger.
Tell them how it is.
When will it be our next kid? Our next child? As a generation, we must come together.
That's right.
I'm not speaking it to them. I'm speaking to Gen Z. Because we will make a change.
That's right.
But we must come together. We are brain rotted. We must fix the problem at hand. They are controlling us. They want us to be distracted.
What you said? That's right.
We must put our phones down and we must pay attention to the real world. This is what they want. They want us to be distracted. They want us to give up hope. But we are hope. We are change. And I know if you're listening and you're here, you will change. We will change. But it's up to us. as a generation, we are stripped of something important.
That's right.
Our dopamine. They are taking everything from us. This is what America promotes. We must speak forward on these issues. Our phones are our tools. We know how to use it. So let's use it for a reason. We spend hours a day on our phones, forgetting everything that we watched. 3 hours scrolling. What do they want from us? To forget everything. But we'll forget this day? We won't. We must move with intentions. We must keep moving forward.
Forward.
Forward. And we will change. That feeling you get when you do something productive, they take it from you. When they put you in a classroom and make you wish, I'm gonna come out alive, that's what they want from you. They want you to forget everything, but we must keep our minds together. Believe it or not, after hours of scrolling and accomplishing nothing, that's what the world wants. This is what America promotes. We are doing nothing. And we are giving youth access to all of this. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. A whole new world is accessed with a touch of your finger. For our youth and children who don't have proper guidance, this is what they put in front of us. A whole new world. But when will we change? We will change. Because I believe you can change. Y'all want to keep listening to me? Hear me talking?
Yes.
I am an Antioch alumni, class of 2023. I am from Antioch. And I can tell you, these problems were bound to happen. This isn't the first time. Antioch students were scared. Antioch students are scared.
Tell them.
It is up to Antioch. We must step forward together.
Yeah.
And we must face these problems head on. We are what we speak. We speak reality into existence. So we can create the new world. We are the future. We are the next generation. It is up for us to put our brains together and start this next generation. And to start the new world. We will create, because that's what we were put on this earth to do. We were born from sinners, so we will sin. But what we must do is continue to push forward and to never give up and to keep continuing and to keep striving for a better day. We must continue. We must change. We will change.
That's right.
We will change. We will change. We will change.
We will change. We will change. We will change.
Thank you all for being here today. You might be able to hear the people in the gallery right now as session starts at 3 p.m. They can hear you too in there. We will be ending the rally today, so you will no longer have safety in the next 5 minutes, but you are welcome to go up with many of our speakers into the gallery. We have been bearing witness to the lack of action by Governor Bill Lee, by Speaker Sexton, by the GOP in Tennessee for years now, and that won't stop. So show up not just today, but show up for all the days to come, and stand with our community. Stand with not just Antioch, but all of Tennessee. Stand not just with Antioch, but for all the students.
Stand with the immigrants that are being threatened. Stand against school choice vouchers. Stand for common sense gun violence prevention. Thank you all.
Coming up here? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I was going to let you know that they kind of started dispersing. A lot of them are trying to go inside. So I don't know if I'll just kind of hang out here and see what happens with that. But just wanted to let you guys know. Okay.